Hey Board Game Maniacs, Maniac Rob here to bring you another unboxing video. What you see before me is none other than a board game by Cryptozoic Entertainment called The Walking Dead: No Sanctuary. Now, this board game is based off of the famous TV series, which is still running and new episodes are coming out. A lot of people have jumped onto The Walking Dead wagon and watch the TV series. I watch it periodically here and there. It is a great series. I love zombies, as everybody knows. Great special effects, makeup into it. The characters are all driven and they have all these little things. I'm talking about the AMC TV series. So this is based off of this. Now, don't get confused. There's also The Walking Dead All Out War, which is a game by Mantic Games, which is based off the comic book series, not the TV series. This is based off the TV series, like I said. It is a 1 to 4 player game. It has an age range of 15 plus, and it comes with miniatures. I love games with miniatures, as I always keep saying to everybody. So what we're going to do is we're gonna put this puppy down, admire the artwork, rip it open and see what's inside. I'm excited for this because I love zombies, so stay tuned. No Sanctuary, the board game. Again, it's based off the TV series. Already you can see fabulous artwork of all the famous characters that are in the game. I mean, into the TV series that you can play to as well. Again, it's a 1 to 4 player game, which is really cool because you can play solo missions, and everybody knows that goes on this channel. I love playing solo missions and I love zombies. You can see like Rick is there and like they're all here. Shane, Darrell, everybody, even Merle is here, Darrell's brother from the original first season of The Walking Dead. You can see here too as well, it says includes 50 plastic miniature figures. Incredible. Let's flip it over, take a look at the other side before we rip it open and see what it is. Camera's not too glared out from the plastic, which is good. So AMC The Walking Dead, 1 to 4 player, No Sanctuary, the board game. Stay together, plan together, survive together, which is a good idea. The Walking Dead: No Sanctuary, the board game. No Sanctuary, the board game, is a cooperative game in which 1 to 4 players take the roles of iconic survivors, working together despite dire conditions and personal rivalries as they navigate a variety of scenarios based on the hit AMC TV series or television series. Players must contend with walkers, outsmart rivals, and maintain the cohesion of the group. Since the group's tenuous psychological stability is just as important as staying alive. The game features detailed miniature figures that allow players to become their favorite characters: Rick, Glenn, Andrea, Shane, Merle, Dale, Tdawg, and Darrell. So that is the characters you get to choose from in the box. You can see it has the cool artwork of all the drawings of the characters, and they look a lot alike. Now, they could have took a photograph and converted it over in Photoshop. Who knows? But anyhow, it looks awesome. And includes 50 plastic miniatures, which is exciting. I cannot wait for this. So you know what happens now. You know what happens now. We're going to flip it over. What? And we're going to rip this puppy open. Sorry, I had something in my throat there. Right now. Oh, yeah. Plastic. You thought I was going to talk in a zombie voice for that, didn't you? Ha! The new board game smell. That's right. Let's open it up. Come on. Maybe it smells like rotten corpses. Maybe I shouldn't open it. Dead inside here. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Here goes it. Oh, the smell is incredible. Oh, smell it. Smell. Oh, you can't smell it. Oh, I'm going to invent smell-o-vision, don't you worry. Oh, yeah. First off is the rulebook. Really nicely done rulebook. Very large. And as always, we're going to go to the last page, see how big the rulebook is. Don't look very thick. So, very cool. What? 14 pages. 14 pages, that's it. That can't be right. Yeah, that's right. It's 14 pages rulebook. This is great. Like, it's only a small little rulebook. So let's take a look at the artwork inside and so forth. You can see all the map tiles. Very cool. Talks about the setup. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Did this break? Oh, did it rip open? They forgot to staple it? No! This right here are scenarios. Scenario sheet, it says here. So it tells you what you do. And look how large this is. Like, this is crazy how big this is. I love this because, you know, as people who have trouble seeing, it's not hard to see this for sure. By no means at all. You get a total of 6. It's off camera. 6 scenario sheets in the game. Keep flipping through the manual, the rules manual. You can see very colorful, you know. It's definitely got that Walking Dead feel to it. Nice shot of Darrell. Ooh, outlaw rivals. So these are, I guess, people that you can encounter during the game that can cause a lot of problems or help your team out, depending on, you know, what they get to do. Never played this before. Just picked this game up today. I'm excited. Next we have, which looks like the characters sheets. So let's open this baby up in this resealable plastic. And let's see what they are here. So there's Andrea. Everybody who watched the TV show will definitely remember Andrea. She's an ally, got some abilities that she can do and so forth. The other side too as well, it's double-sided. So survivor abilities. Watchful. What? She's an ally. So I'm not going to read all of these, but I'm just showing you what they look like. And there's Rick. There's Darrell. Glenn. I really like Glenn in the TV series. Merle, I was so... Spoiler alert. Merle, I was so sad when he was dead. He died. Because I think he was my favorite character of all. And I think it's Michael Rucker, I think his last name is. I could be wrong. Don't get angry if I'm wrong. Phenomenal actor though. All of them are great actors, but I just know him. One horror movie that he was in that I really enjoyed a lot, and I thought that he acted phenomenal, it was Slither. If you haven't seen the movie Slither, again, it's a rating of probably 18 plus. So it's not meant for kids, but it's a great horror movie to watch. Very cool. And it got aliens into it. We had Dale. Tdawg, I remember Tdawg. He's a cool character too in the TV series. And Shane. I like the way Shane was in the TV series, I have to say. Not a lot of people like Shane because he was so black and white. There was no gray area with him. I like that. You know, you're stuck in a zombie apocalypse. If I have to kill somebody to make sure that I survive, I'm gonna do it. I could be Shane, that's right. And this one here is your track for your morale and your threats, and for events and everything that you're gonna trigger. It's pretty cool. Group sheet, so that's what it's called, the group sheet. And here is your rival outlaws, so bad guys. And stranger rules, so this here is, they could be good, they could be bad, I don't know. Same with rivals, but rivals usually mean they're rivaling against you, either to try to do the same objective as you are, or trying to stop you from doing the objective. And you just run into, you know, like I said, strangers during the game. So that's your character sheets. Next you have your map tiles. Nice large size map tiles. And of course, they're double-sided. This kind of got a feeling, I don't know if anybody had played the game that's watching this before, not this one, but there's another zombie game out there, it's called Zombies. And these tiles look very closely to what the tiles you use in the game Zombies. But in the game Zombies, the tiles are actually probably just one of these squares. That's how big it is. And it's the streets and everything are all condensed. That's what kind of got the feel for and the look. But you can tell great artwork on these tiles for The Walking Dead. No Sanctuary for sure. And you can create a nice sized board game, because I'm assuming these are probably like 1x1 tiles. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get 6. So you could have 6 feet long, and 6 feet wide or 4 feet wide, whatever. Anyhow, in any case, you get 6 of these tiles. Artwork looks pretty cool. Like you can see if we can get a little closer on this. Look, the dead bodies laying on the streets in this. Huh? I think this looks like the CDC building. Very cool. I'm liking this a lot. Little campsite for that. Great artwork, guys. Cryptozoic Entertainment. Good artwork on this too. You also get 2 sheets of tokens that you punch out, and they're very easy to punch out because I just touched them and they're falling out, which is cool, so you don't have to fight with them, because some games that have tokens like this takes you a bit to pull them out. So we'll just go over the tokens just briefly here. So you see these tokens here, they're eyeballs, they're focus tokens. So during the game, you're going to have to use these focus tokens in different tasks that you have to do. You have badge tokens here too as well, and these badge tokens are called trust tokens, so like the law. You have like heart monitor tokens. They are referred to as your stress tokens. During the game, when someone is picked as a leader, if they get 3 stress tokens onto their character sheet, which is right here, you can see, then the leadership fails and someone else has to take over as a leader. This is what I'm gathering from it. I could be wrong. This is not a tutorial video. Like I said, this is just an unboxing, show you what everything is in. And I guess it's kind of like a group token too as well. They are double-sided, so yeah, this is your leader token. See, this is really cool. I didn't notice this. So you have all these tokens, you're like, what token means what? Flip it over. They're focus tokens, they're trust tokens, they're stress tokens, they're the leader token. Very cool. Never seen that before. Very interesting. The other one here, well, I just popped one out. See how easy that is to pop out? Like, this is crazy. Just stick that back in. So you have like dead body tokens, blood tokens, combination lock tokens, number tokens, gun tokens. That looks like a, not a, like a, oh, flame, that shoots the flares, a flare gun. Why am I struggling for this? This is crazy. Anyhow, let's look at the back and see what they are. So food tokens. These guys here, let's see, I should bring it up here a bit. These here are food tokens. Ooh, for eating. You get ammo tokens, which are, again, I thought they were flare gun, but it's not. It's just ammo tokens. I guess this is a 357 Magnum. I'm off camera totally. 357 Magnum guns. The cube tokens are called material tokens that you need in the game. And the numbers are survivor tokens. And the rest here, these are like expert tokens. Excerpt tokens. Exert. So you get exerted. So, you're losing your ability to push forward because you're exhausted and so on. So I guess this will come into play. And you got some corpse tokens too as well. Wow. And lock tokens, which is the combination lock. Going on to the cards you get, these are called map, or the map deck. And if we flip it over, you can see here it has some information onto it, such as the top part is the space name. So it'll tell you A1. So A1, it's right there. Space indicator, I should say, and target priority. This here is, it tells you which way that the walkers will migrate or move, I should say. So when you're playing the game, I'm kind of off camera here. So when you're playing the game with this, you're going to shuffle them according to the scenario and everything, and then you're going to take the first one and discard it. That's what it says in the rulebook, that you have to do that. But these are your, it pretty much tells you where things happen, like the direction. And for the map, like you can see here with the red arrow, I keep dropping them. This is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. This ain't bad, but here's a good example right here. So you can see here there's 2 different types. You have A1 and B5. It tells you the different placement for the map and also the direction for the migration by the compass. So this here is left and right, and this is up and down, or north and south. East, west, north, south. So that's how you use with the map tiles in the game. I had to pick that one up that I dropped. Other type of cards you get are search cards. Now, search cards obviously are used for searching. But during your picking this scenario, and it has the map and it tells you what buildings, and again, buildings will have the search tokens, the search cards into it. And any survivor can have as many search cards as they want, like there's no limit. But the thing with the search cards is when you pick them up, you have to immediately resolve the effects onto the card. Let's take a look at one of these search cards. It says Objective A. If Objective A is locked, place this face up on top of the search deck. Otherwise, take this card. So what's that telling me is for the objective, if Objective A is locked, you got to put this, so until you complete Objective A, you can't grab any more search cards out of that specific building. That's pretty cool. So let's look at this. Here's another search. You can get equipment such as a shovel. Maneuver. Move each enemy in your space to an adjacent space. So that's with the shovel. I'm off camera here. I'm not even watching what I'm doing here. Jeez, what's wrong with me today? So here's another search. Let me see if I can bring this up closer. Getting focused. There we go. So this here is food. It's a resource. Gain 1 food token, then discard this card. Clutter. This is a hazard. So with clutter here, see if I can get it in focus here. Suffer 1 stress or raise the threat by 1, then discard this card. So again, when you search, it's not all like lollipops and candy canes. There's really bad things that can happen into the search deck, which are in buildings. Searching. Whoa. Another set of cards you get are called event cards. So with these event cards, they are played throughout the game. And when you play these cards, there's like 2 things that will happen or could happen during the game. So let's just flip over one of these and take a look here. So this is conflicting morals, uneasy trust. With this here, it's active. So this is what happens to try to active to get this done. And neglect. So if you fail, then it is neglected. And some other bad stuff happens. So let's just read this little insert into the card if I can keep it on camera. Why am I I'm having trouble with this. After performing a coordinated action, a survivor may place 1 focus on the rescued stranger pool. So again, it has to do with the rescued strangers. Or strangers, I should say. And then you have, which is neglect. For each rescued stranger, the group must choose a survivor to receive 1 stress. So again, you can stress it. So there's different things that happen during the game. Just gonna break it up a little bit more and just take another one. Oh, so this here's another event. This is called Last Stand. No escape. Active is during activation, a survivor may discard 1 focus to heal X. X is the number of the number of other survivors in his or her space. So you do this, you can heal. Just say there was like 4 survivors in your space because it's a 4-player game. Then you heal 4 wounds. And neglect is each survivor in the space with no other survivors must discard 1 trust, which are them badge tokens. Trust tokens. You gotta trust everything. That's right. You also get survivor cards. Now these are specific to whatever survivor you're playing, and as you can see, you get a lot of survivor cards. There's 120 of them in total into the game. So again, you have survivor cards for Shane, for Tdawg, like everybody, like Darrell. Every survivor has a stack of survivor cards. Let's look at Shane's one here just to see what it tells us here. So Plan B, Shane. If this card is defiant, each other survivor gains 1 of your survivor tokens. Ooh. If you have at least 1 trust, discard all of your trust. So again, there's different abilities, things that can happen when triggered when you're playing this. So with trust too as well, I just want to touch basically on trust. What I'm gathering from the rule book is each survivor will have trust tokens. So the trust tokens again are them badge tokens. And each survivor has special abilities that can be triggered by spending the trust tokens. If you don't have any trust tokens, you can't activate that survivor's special ability. So there's lots of, let's look at another one by Shane. I'm just going to go down here and grab another one quickly. So with this one, stepping up, Shane. And you can notice there's some icons here too as well in the upper corner. I'll find out what that is all about shortly. But before I do, again, convince, coordinate. So discard 1 trust to give 1 of your survivor tokens to another survivor. You gain 1 trust, choose 1 survivor from the tile and gain 1 focus, and resolve group tension. So again, there's all different icons onto the cards that you use, but again, it's 120 survivor cards, so that's a lot of cards. Like, the artwork on them is really, really good. Like, they did an awesome job with this artwork too as well for the cards. Hats off to you for that, for sure. Let's go on. First, I'm going to just pause for a minute and take a look what these icons mean. The icons up there onto the survivor cards they're called Excerpt Bonuses. So during the game you have to roll different dice to do different things, and these, if you get this on your dice, it gives you bonuses. There's 3 different types of Excerpt Bonuses. They're Attack, which is the fist icon that you can see right there. There's also Coordinate, which is a handshake, and then there's Interact, which is, it looks like 2 faces that are talking. And you also have this other token right here, which if you roll, it will bring it up. I don't really know what that one is yet. Oh, it's an excerpt. So if you roll the excerpt, if you roll that, you're going to get the bonus. That's what I'm gathering. I could be totally wrong. Never played this game before. Don't know anything about it. Just that it's with zombies, cards, miniatures, and dice, which I love. During the game, you'll be asked to roll different dice to do different tests, and you can see they're a lot different than dice that you're usually to see. So just take a look at this here one, which is a check mark. Get in focus there, camera. You can do it. There we go. So the check mark is a success, obviously. So when you're rolling one of these, depending on what test you're doing, it's a success. There's the eyeball. We know what the eyeball is. That is a focus. So some things will require focus, and some abilities that for some characters, if you have a focus ability, you can change that to a success. Another one here is Exert. This is it looks like it's supposed to be sweat, I'm assuming, a sweat drop, but it looks like a blood drop. Maybe it is blood drop, I don't know. But that is the white dice when you're rolling for different ability checks and everything. That is the icons. You also, too, as well, during some of the tests, you'll have to roll these black dice. And these black dice, there's 3 symbols. Well, actually 2 symbols and a blank. So this one here, the lightning bolt one, is a threat. So it can create a lot of threat. And with threat comes fear, which is your skull and crossbones, or blank. Now, again, depending on what you're doing in the game, you're going to be asked to roll certain things. You may only be asked to roll the action dice, but you may also be asked to roll action dice and 1 stress dice to try and cause some havoc into the game. It's really cool, and I'm looking forward to playing this game because it just has everything in it that I love. I also forgot to mention you get 8 dice, custom dice, into the core box. So 4 action and 4 stress. And now the part that probably everybody is waiting for. Well, I know I'm waiting for it because I love minis. The miniatures. Let's take a look at them here. Oh, they're taped. I thought I got all the tape off, but I guess I didn't. Get down. There we go. Tape's off. That's right. Okay, so let's open it up and take a quick peek. See the detail in some of these miniatures. So let's look at a walker here. There we go. So this walker, you can see, got some pretty cool detail to it. I think they're a little bigger than 28mm by the looks of it, and they're kind of inset so they stay onto the tray. But you know, with a little bit of, if you want to, base them out, you'll probably be able to pry them off of the base so that you can design it and then put them back on, or just go around them. But they look like walkers. The detail is actually not too bad onto them, and they don't feel cheaply made. Some miniatures you get and they're just like, why did you use that kind of plastic? That's horrible. But I like them. So that's a walker. So just another quick close shot if I can get in focus. There you go. So you can see pretty cool detail onto it, just like that. The walkers from The Walking Dead, No Sanctuary. This is one of your main survivors, one of your survivors that you can play. This is Tdawg. Now, anybody who's familiar with the TV series, the AMC TV series Walking Dead, you'll know exactly who Tdawg is. He's carrying a handgun, and it looks like a bolt cutters. So yeah, again, pretty cool detail, I have to say. Really nice. Really nice. Here's a look at Rick Grimes. Now, everybody, this is how pretty much the TV series started off, with him in the hospital. So here, that's Rick Grimes. He's got his gun. He's a sheriff in town. He's gonna shoot them zombies. That's what he's gonna do. Nice detail, his hat. Now, it's gonna be fun. Like, you can paint these up to be exactly the way that they are onto the TV series, which I'm hoping that, you know, you would do, because it is based off the TV series. So there's Rick. I wonder if Curl is in it. Curl! Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe it's an expansion you get with Curl. Here is Darrell. Now, I'm not going to show every miniature, because, you know, buy the game. Or just look at the pictures online. But there's Darrell with his crossbow. Very cool. I think Darrell, again, I really like his character, Darrell, but his brother was really fun too as well, Merle. Very cool. I like it a lot. So yeah, nice little detail onto them. Fun to paint for sure. Fun to play, I'm sure. One other miniature that I want to talk about, well, briefly, because I don't know a lot about this one, but he looks cool. These are walkers. They're like police officers that were bitten and changed into walkers. In the game, they're classified as special walkers, so they probably have special abilities, or they're harder to take down. They got some body armor onto them and a helmet. You know, their head's probably protected a little bit more so that you can't attack them. But detail in this is cool too as well. Like, you can see they got like their gun belt on, they got their flak jacket on, you know, got their helmet and their visor covering their face. But you can also see that in here, their arms look like they've been rotting away or been bitten or something. Yeah, that's not bad for a special walker, I have to say. For the Survivor miniatures, you also get colored base clips that you can put onto them so you can distinguish while playing. But you can also just paint them and you'll know exactly which one. There's only 4 of them, but you get 6 characters that you can choose from. So 6 or more. But because it's only a 4-player game, why would you need more than the 4 base clips? There you have it, BoardGameManiacs. All you get in the core box set for The Walking Dead No Sanctuary by Cryptozoic Entertainment. You get quite a little bit into this box. Lots of cards, you know, over 50 miniatures that you get to as well. Like I said, map tiles are very large, really cool. The instruction book is huge, like as in size-wise, not amount of pages, so I like that. Easier to read. Yeah. And your dice and everything else. That's it. That's your unboxing for it. Pretty simple. One thing I'd like to add to as well for this unboxing is, if you would like to see me play the solo mission, or even like a mission with other board game maniacs from this game, The Walking Dead, comment down below and let me know, hey, I'd like to see a gameplay of this. I'd like to see a tutorial gameplay of this. And if I get enough comments, as always, you know I'm gonna play it on the channel for sure. That's it. That's all you got for this game. Looks really cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. I may play it off camera. Who knows? Maybe I'll play it on camera depending on how many comments I get. So remember, like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more great content such as this on our BoardGameManiacs YouTube channel. That's right. So until next time, have fun playing games, play some VR, play some video games, play board games. But most important thing of all is communication. It is the secret to a well planned out and happy life, I think. So until next time, be a maniac.